Hello, my name is Dominic Underhallhouse and welcome to another episode of Moonbreaker. I've got slightly more time to record today than normal, so I really wanted to do something a little bit different. I've been doing a lot of ranked and a lot of sort of trying to be competitive recently, and I just wanted to try something really fun and see if we can pull it off. And pull it off is probably the right phrase, seeing as we're going to try a push and pull list. So the entire aim of this list is to work everything around movement shenanigans, whether that be keeping them still, moving them somewhere else, and just generally controlling where things are on the battlefield. And the reason for that is we're going to run good old Charger Makoa as our main damage dealing unit. So Charger Makoa is incredibly powerful but really hard to get off, basically. So you basically point a little cone at people, and if anyone's in that cone at the start of your next turn, they take 4 damage and they're unable to attack the next turn. Obviously, in most cases, people just walk out of it. So, in terms of movement captains, Zax is the go-to all the time. He's got the grav disc, he's got the mines. It really does help control people's movement with a bit of knockback as well. To keep people still early, we've got Snareling. To keep them still late, we've got Balam. To keep them still in the mid-game, we've got Jailbreak. So this only works if Charger Makoa's alive. However, if we manage to keep them alive and we've got a little bit more to sort of do, we've got Crosshair to get a bit more damage in the late game. So these are sort of our damage dealing combos as such, as our ways of controlling the game. A little bit later on, so back here we can just about see Turncoat. Turncoat is going to be there to, again, immobilise units, and if they don't deal with it, we just get to steal them. Whispers, I actually think Whispers could be uniquely useful. So I've seen a lot of ability-based crew, a lot of Detonias and things. Sometimes you just place Whispers, use the ability, the movement's useful, the powerless is useful. It's probably not something we're going to play too often, but sometimes that is just a game winner on its own. We've got Chuck and Co to toss things around, Crankbait to pull them towards us, and Florio Lancer as just another way of finishing the game, regardless of any of these things. Obviously here it would be quite good to have Zapper and Enki, but I play Zapper and Enki all the time. So, in fact, you know what? How did I miss this? Where is it? Captivator Zanya. There we go. That's a better choice for this list. More immobilising, more inconvenience, and just capturing things. We're going to have a lot of issues with Cinder in this, I think, seeing as half our list uses Cinder constantly, but I think this could be a lot of fun. So hopefully you guys will find this fun. I'm sure I will. If you do, make sure you do all those YouTube things, like, comment, subscribe, Patreon, all the stuff you can do to support the channel. I really appreciate every single one of you, but for now, I'll see you once we get in the game. Okay, we have found ourselves a game. Let's try and get all these movement shenanigans in. We're against Naruto 0408, level 43. Another nearly monochrome Zax. I'm clearly catching on. I must be the trendsetter here. Obviously, I'm a higher level, therefore I must have done it first. There's no way that somebody could possibly have come up with a very similar idea to me. Hang on. They've got loads more colour. Nice. Okay. It's also been so long since I had a Zax game. But also, Zax v Zax is even less likely. It looks a lot more colourful there, actually. Okay, so we don't have any resources yet. We are going to basically set our channeler this direction, so they can't just move directly towards the points. We do, however, need resource, so if the game could let us have some resource, I'd be really appreciative. Because I'm pretty sure this is just our opponent loading in. There we go. Right, so we have some leadership. So we're going to pop over here, take our little pot shot. We missed, of course. Do you know what? I don't even know if we even want to grab disc here, because I think actually popping this down and just channeling the sun in this direction is probably the best thing we can do. And just make it hard for them to move forward, because they can't really move forward easily and get to somewhere. They could just grab disc. Yeah, they can stay out the way. They can knock us back. This has got to be a grab disc here anyway. Realistically, yeah, there we go. So the question is, are they going to deploy something? If they don't deploy anything, we're not going to either. We're just going to inconvenience them with this. So that's really all we're going to do. Unless we can get an angle onto whatever they play down here. So, yeah, so there we go. So this is going to go off. We'll just channel the sun. We'll move up here actually this time. And we'll channel the sun going down a little bit, I think. So again, we'll just point it all this way. And then, to be honest, I think here we just want to do we want to contest the objective? We're not going to be able to deal with that top objective is the problem. So yeah, let's just grav disc ourselves this way and make sure we can contest this a little bit. And this time we're not going to shoot that pile, just for a bit of safety. So we'll pop Snarling down. And honestly, we're just doing fine here. We're trying to inconvenience them up here. Next turn we're going to have 5, so we're going to have access to Chuck and Co, which we want to, which is useful. I mean, also with Snarling, if they don't, find a way of stopping Snarling being effective, we can just sort of inconvenience them in this direction. If they just put a little bit of damage everywhere, then this is fine for us. Wow, the 93% miss. Usually I'm the one missing those, not my opponents. If they deploy here, it might even be worth just trying to use this against them. Oh wow, they go for the crosshair. Okay. So we can just start dealing with crosshair, can't we? So if we poke there, move this way. I think we actually just poke this here. And what else do we do? What if we go to like this angle, channel the sun on them both, or on those 3 rather. How far away can we grav disc? Can grav disc a decent distance? I'm honestly thinking if I just move myself up here, take the hit and just try and sleep a mine to block their movement a little bit. Even just here actually might make it so they can't really hide out the ways as easily. And then if we deploy Crankbait, Crankbait is just going to come over here and tow in on this objective so we can start scoring points. Now it's very likely that they can just deal with this. However, we just wanted to make it as unlikely as possible, and it looks like for them to get a good angle they're actually going to have to either move and grav disc or just take the hit from the channel, which is really, really nice for us. So I think we've actually played this part really nicely. Next turn we've got our own crosshair, or we've got Turncoat, or we've got Peacemaker Balance. Oh, they got the hit. That's unfortunate. However, I don't know what they're really going to do here. Oh, they did get that hit. Okay. So maybe they can just kill Charger Makoa. Like, that's very, very reasonable. Oh no, because they've got 4. So they'd have to be like... They'd have to move up, then they'd have to have both like Deadeye and Severe or something like that to deal with that. Ooh, that's not a good placement. If they place there, they're going to take another huge hit from that bomb. Because it stands like they need to grav disc something. Excuse me, just hiccup there. Or this is going to be quite a big move.
Disturbing my process?
Nuisance, sure. Don't place another unit in range. You're going to take everything. Everything's going to get blown up so much. Just no, OP. Don't do it. Don't do it. Everything's already going to get blown up so much. Oh. I don't think that saves them. I think that is going to be a huge blow up. This is going to blow up Crosshair entirely. So now all we need to do is just work on Nuisance, which I'm fairly confident we can do. So let's just... Do you know what we could even do is just pull it out and then just Crosshair that way. So we'll do that. Pop Crosshair down. Honestly, let's just pop Crosshair somewhere safe. Like, here's pretty safe. Hopefully deal with this. Oh no, it moved. Oops, we moved it. That was a mistake. That was actually a huge mistake. We should have just left it still. What an idiot. It's almost like I know how this game works some days, and then other days it's like, who is this person and why do they not know how Moonbreaker even vaguely functions? I'm kind of okay with just... That's disarmed anyway.
Need a moment to take all this in?
Sure. Let's just pop this down here. I don't mind if they pull us into it. In fact, no, they're going to pull our units into it. That was actually a mistake. This was a terrible mistake because they can just pull this side. But we are still scoring points. So if this is like one big thing, it needs to kill loads of stuff here. That's probably one big thing. So it's not unreasonable that we can just... I was going to say they better have at least hit this. So are they? What are they even going to do here? Because they need more leadership. So more units to even contest objectives. Their Zax has to move down at least. Otherwise, we're just getting a free game here. Yeah, that's fine. Oh, I thought we were touching that. Are we not touching that? Are we not? Come on. Our literal model is over the edge of it. I do sometimes think like the clarity on these would be a little bit better sometimes, but who knows. We're happy in general. So we can do 5 damage here. Oh, we can absolutely just use these to blow them up. That's or other things up. In fact, even we could just use it to blow this up.
Your turn. You have a 3-point.
So if we use this to deploy something like that just does a couple of damage.
Where's the cutie with the flamethrower?
So like if we just pop here and poke for 1. I mean, do we even need to poke for 1? Have we not got something else that just does some damage? Like, yeah, Chuck can just come here.
Superb work,
We're gonna
Captain.
make sure
You
we
need
can
only
test
1 more
here.
point to win.
We're gonna shoot this for loads. And we're going to grav disc all 3 of these nicely together. And then one's going to explode now, one's going to explode next turn. Oh, it's not actually going to explode. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to place our own sleeper mine here to make this explode. And we'll just shoot that for the sake of it. This should be the game. In theory, this should now blow up. Hey, there we go. That was a really fun finish to the game. Oh, I like that. That was very, very enjoyable. Hopefully you guys found that as fun as I did. Like, mining their mines. Division up! Yay! You can tell I really don't get to play this game as much as I'd like to. I'm only in Silver 1. There's people up here in Gold and whatever comes above that. I genuinely don't even know what comes above that, but always happy to go up a little bit. Charger Makoa, you did things! That was a really good game. So if you enjoyed it, again, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, join us over on Patreon. Anything you can do to support the channel is hugely appreciated. It's nice to have a bit more time to record this. I just feel like I've got a bit more extra energy in here. But for now, thank you so much for watching. And most importantly, again, I know I've said it in the last few videos, but I genuinely mean this. I really hope you have a good day.